Keffals enters the fray. She got the smoke grenade on Lolly Hill and is answering the call.
Oh no!
But little does she know, it's a death trap. Lolly Hill is a death trap, my friends. There is no victory to be had, only death and defeat. You will not win on Lolly Hill. Keffals, what did you have to say? It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo-jacket trans people. First of all,
whoa!
I didn't say anything about trans people, and the fact that you even brought that up in this conversation is really fucked. Like, why are you? I feel like she's using her trans identity to run defense for a very valid criticism. I didn't say shit about trans people, and I would never. That's a position that I loathe.
How did trans people even got into the mix?
From this.
We
never mentioned it. It's absolutely.
It was never discussed at all.
You want to talk about bad faith arguments? I mean, give me, you know what I mean? Give me a break. It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are. And what is the shit pedo-jacketing? These people have the funniest, silliest, dumbest phrases for serious ass shit.
Another word I've never heard.
I didn't put on
Friday.
What's the jacket? Pedo-jacket? We are already the target of that by the right. Incredibly disappointing to see from people who should know better. And again, it's this whole thing of like, yo, we're leftists, so can you please not talk about my infatuation with cartoon CP? No, bitch.
Jacket off.
Lolly Hill. We got satellite imagery, man. I don't care if you're left, right, center, goon, griper, or I don't know, Big Tip. Who before this was a holy character. He was truly, what's Big Tip's background?
Like, what's his group? You were naming all the groups. Like,
Used to
Big
be
Tip is
us.
just kind of a force unto himself, isn't he?
He was truly a saint, a patron saint of the podcast.
Yeah.
So again, Tipster reposted this, and again, I mean, dude, talk about bad faith. Give me a break. You want to really have this conversation? Moron. She continues, I'm disappointed in H3H Productions. You had me on your show and called me a hero for fighting against a far-right stalker forum that made multiple people kill themselves. Now you are using out-of-context clips sourced from the same website to attack people. Do better, Ethan.
No.
I didn't call you a hero for defending Vaush. I said I thought what you did was heroic going up against Kiwi Farms. Does that exclude you from criticism for the rest of my life? Of course not. Don't be dense. Moron. The only thing you're showing is what a fucking moron you are. Again, these people are obsessed with phrases like bad faith. These are bad faith arguments. They're not even logically consistent. It's just a fallacy to think that I owe you my lifelong allegiance because you called into the show once and I complimented you. Give me a fucking break, dummy.
I feel like they haven't even watched because
that's the other thing.
Saying you are using out of context clips sourced from the same website to attack people.
It's just they're on autopilot.
Did not happen.
They're in the Vaush.
Did not happen.
It didn't happen. Again, I've said this so many times now, but we went through efforts to show the full context, which makes me think that her and Tips are both just they're on autopilot, which is sad and pathetic. Especially because I've had such a good run of being good faith. Tip. Let's see. I responded to them. I said, who the fuck are these people writing, pun intended, for pornographic drawings of a horse fucking a child? Am I losing my goddamn mind? And I just showed them, the tweets I already showed you guys. Tipster responded. He says, yes, H3 Productions, you are losing your mind. You're being extremely bad faith. Can you stop saying that? Like, you genuinely don't know what that means.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Bad faith is when you present an argument that you yourself don't believe to be true. That's how I would engaging in with bad intentions, with untruthful, unpure intentions. And I got to tell you, he says, now everyone is calling you out for it. I don't know what forums you're on, buddy. But if you're in a community where everybody's calling me out, then I have to say I'm suspicious of you. I'm even more suspicious of you. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that's what's happening, buddy. But if you want to tell me the names of all the peoples, I'd be happy to pass them off to the FBI if they reach out. Here's the name of all the people who have been calling me out. You may want to investigate. He says, we expected better from you. Well, you shouldn't. Well, that was your first mistake, first of all. Just up, you know what I mean? That's a message to anybody, friend and foe alike. Don't expect better from me in any situation. Yada, yada, yada. Keffals says, I literally have Ethan's phone number. He gave it to me. I'll try to call him later. Do not fucking call me. I don't remember giving you my phone number. I don't remember talking to you on the phone, but do not fucking call me, please. I will definitely, I'm not interested in talking to you on the phone or answering a call from an unknown number, frankly. You're like 2 steps away from getting me on the phone. 2 great barriers are between us. She says, I'll try giving him a call later to see if this can be sorted instead of becoming online blood sports. Well, listen, that's kind of my business. We're in a bloody business. And y'all just defended animated CP, so let's giddy up. Hey, stop dialing. Keffals, put the phone down. Put the phone down. She literally has my phone number. Okay, that doesn't mean I know you. I don't know you.
So does our whole audience.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You think you're unique? No, you. I don't defend Vaush for clout. Or here, somebody said to her, notice anyone defending Vaush has a financial or clout incentive to do so. Harming children isn't a deal breaker for these people because more subs, attention, and ultimately money are more important to them. I don't know if that's true. I can definitely understand why they're saying that. Keffals says, I don't defend Vaush for clout. I've lost both financial and networking opportunities for being his friend. I defend him because he's a good person who more often than not is unfairly maligned by people who should know better. So
this happens to him a lot?
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It does. A lot.
Kind of interesting.
Well, why are you defending him then? Because he's a good person who is more often than not right. So you're saying there's a chance he's wrong. More often. That just means 51%. You know? This is Lolly Hill. You got to think twice before stepping into the battlefield. I can't emphasize that enough. Keffals says, very cool. Now he's putting me on blast saying that I want to debate the ethics of child pornography. This is toxic, bad faith, drama mongering trash. For the record, she's talking about Hassan. I didn't see his clip. I didn't say that. Although, I don't think that what he said is like extremely far off. You know? I don't think it's that far off. You gotta just come to peace with what you're doing. I don't know, man.
Be at peace.
That was very good, Zach. That was very good. Love that. I would say that Vaush very much does want to debate the ethics of child pornography. A lot of his fans would disagree and say, oh, it's out of context and stuff. But I have a hard time believing that in the full context of all the conversations he had, that's not part of what he's trying to do. So, sorry. This is all stuff that's happening because of stuff you've said and done. With all due respect, I never asked to debate Ethan or anyone on this topic. I never asked to debate you either. I don't even know you. I think it's pretty out of pocket for Ethan to say, who are these people writing for child pornography? I said, okay, hold on. I said, who the fuck are these people writing for pornographic drawings of a horse fucking a child? I was extremely specific. For the purpose of being accurate.
Yeah.
And not doing things in bad faith. So I don't know what the fuck you want. I mean, again, you guys are really wearing that word out. It's time to retire that shit. Let's see.
Yeah, that's where
So you can
retire
better.
when I'm not defending CP, Ethan knows who I am and called me a hero on his show. Girl, me calling you a hero for something you did years ago doesn't mean I know you. What are you talking about? I don't know you at all. What are you saying? I called you on a hero on my show years ago. Therefore, he can never criticize me ever without being a hypocrite. Shut up.
I'm not sure what.
Well, now she feels attacked because I was like, "Why are people doing this?" And now, so she's like, "Yo, you're attacking trans people." Sorry. Where did that come from? Mudahar has entered the ring. He says, "Seeing some of these links and the footage attached to them, even with context, is an extremely bad look." He continues, it's cut. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, shit. He says, "I don't think H3 Productions is saying anything out of pocket. Some debate shouldn't be had, and some of the photos stored in that folder is downright vile. Thank you."
Thank you. That's all we're saying.
I mean, listen. You guys are definitely need to look in the mirror. And it's going to be like one of those, what was that show where he teleports into other people's skin? This is a joke not even worth pursuing, but I'm in too deep now.
I know
Quantum
exactly
leaps.
where I know exactly.
They're going
Let's
to
move.
they're going to look in the mirror and be a I'm not talking
know
about the meme. I'm not talking about the meme.
Okay.
I was just say they're going to quantum leap into another body and look in the mirror and they're a horse.
Nice.
And
okay.
Vaush is
Okay. Nice.
behind
Nicely
them.
done.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny, but I wasn't going to go there. There's a famous meme from that show with the R word, the regarded. And it is, frankly, it's a time, it was, back then. But wow, that's an amazing clip. I mean, it really is tremendous.
Tremendous.
It's just truly a tremendous clip. Keffals says, "Who knew people would be so outraged about taxes?" I guess she's trying to be funny. Tipster continues, "You defended him against Hassan's community. I defended him. And so did Vaush." Is he talking to Keffals? "We were willing to see the nuance of his argument and defend him because it was the right thing to do. The least he can do is the same." I put my head in. I saw the nuance and I didn't fucking agree with it, man. I don't know how hard it is for you to see that. I gave him a shot, And I have a standing invite as we're live here. Tipsters, Keffel, or Vaush, you are welcome to call in anytime you want during the show. I invited Vaush. He rejected. He offered to come
Welcome
on.
here.
I said yes. He rejected. Then he says, "You can come on my show," which presumably because he wanted to make the money from it and get the clout from it. I said, "What's the difference?" And immediately accepted his invitation.
Yeah.
And then he rescinded his offer. So clearly this is not a conversation the great debate lord is interested in having. And this guy, he could talk his way out of
Out of defending
well,
CP.
frankly, he talked his way out of it for a long time. And that is impressive, frankly.
Yep.
It's impressive. To do what he's done and people defend you, I mean, that's real shit.
What?
So, this guy's the master debater. People, you've heard this term, debate pedophile. This gives new meaning to that, by the way.
Yeah, I've learned so many new terms.
Yeah, if you guys want to call in, just DM the podcast account.
Yeah, DM me or the podcast account on Instagram.
I guess follow them. Are our DMs open? Follow them with the Twitter account so that they can DM us if they want.
With the Twitter? You've got the Twitter.
And Instagram.
They should be able to DM us anyways.
Instagram.
Yeah, give DM us on Instagram either way.
Instagram.
They
or
can DM us anywhere.
Feel free to call
without
in.
us following.
Feel free to call in. But Vaush is a smart guy. He knows that this is not a conversation that he wants to have. The reason for that, he's reacted to my debates before, to my one with Pearl, to my one with Ollie, to my one with XQC. And he has been very complimentary. He knows that we do research and prep. That's my number one guiding principle when entering these conversations. It's preparation, it's research. And you go in there basically anticipating everything they're going to say. And he knows that he's got nothing to say. He has nothing to say.
Some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay.
Yeah. We'll get into that. He has nowhere to hide. And again, it's like, you're a great debater. If that's what you're so good at, come talk to me, talk to my audience, and explain to me what I'm missing. I mean, if I'm lying, if I'm being bad faith, that should be very easy for you to do.
Right.
I gotta explain that shit.
But he has to like tie himself into like a logical pretzel to explain why advocating for child-adult sexual relationships, saying that it's good for the kids, is out of context. Call in, dude. Please. I'm begging you.
Okay.
You're the debate master, right? Come debate me.
Tacoma wept.
Tacoma's weeping because you're a coward, bro.
I said, why don't you both go on Phidias' show? Neutral.
Oh, I do it. I agree.
Phidias can moderate this.
That's it. He goes, I play the clip of him being like, I believe that children and adults can have a healthy sexual relationship. That's interesting.
That was a bit nasty. I apologize.
You know what, though? We've been talking recently. We got to get Phidias to call back in. We love Phidias, man.
He said he's down literally whenever.
He's the best. He's the best.
I want to fuck this bitch.
All right, maybe he's not the best moderator.
Margot Robbie.
Again, this continued insistent that because they apparently defended me against I don't even know what, that I owe them. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're like a child.
Is that really what you guys want around you though? Like, that's like such a weird way to look at life and just your morals in general.
Well, listen, if you're friends with someone in real life and you have history and you have rapport, and if something comes up that's really, concerning, you would talk to your friend, right? But these are not my friends. These are people online that I know.
Right.
And even saying I know them is kind of stretching it. It's like, it's not, this is not what you think it is. Ethan, Keffals continues, Ethan, I know you are going to see this even if you won't respond. I defended you while you were having a meltdown over the stuff with Hassan. First of all, a meltdown, and fuck you, by the way, for saying it's you know what I mean? And also, I didn't ask you to defend me. Stop saying that. I don't care. You're a child. You are a infantile-brained moron if you think that matters to me at all. Jesus Christ. You think that I'm that shallow, that I'm that pathetic, that I'm going to cover for animated CP because you said something nice about me? Shut up, dude. Bad faith. Jesus Christ. She's the queen of bad faith. She says, I'm defending you when you were having a meltdown. People gave me shit for it. Ooh, you stuck your neck out for me. Thanks. All I'm asking is for you to show some charitability to those who showed it to you. I'm not your enemy. Don't show me charitability. I don't give a fuck. I don't need your charitability. I didn't ask anyone for any charitability. If something comes up, I speak for myself. And if other people agree with me, that's great. I welcome people that agree with me, that want to express that and show support. But I do not need you to do that for me. And I did not ask for you to do that to me.
And it shouldn't come with a price.
Yeah. A price that I never even asked. Yeah, exactly. But again, these people are framing it like they put their neck out for me. You said it because you agreed, okay? Let's be real. You're not a saint, okay? Stop. Can I hit that boba? I don't care.
You don't care if I'm sick?
She said, I need to hit
I have
this.
a runny nose.
Mm.
Probably got it from the boys or something.
I said no to the boba order because I'm on that skinny game.
Yes.
And I don't like boba, but it is very refreshing right now.
Okay.
Dipshit.
It's good.
I'm talking a lot.
Isn't it good?
I don't think it's worth that calories.
Okay.
This is like 400 calories. I want to eat food because I'm hungry.
Good job.
Thank you.
Dipshit.
Being skinny ain't easy, but it's necessary.
Ethan's doing it though. He's making decisions.
Choices. Want to be fat? Nope. Want to be skinny? Yup. Want to eat boba? Nope. Want to eat dinner? Yup. Are you a winner?
Loser?
We lost it. Loser? Yeah. Sorry, Efodi. I responded to Keffals. She goes, a new tweet. She says, "Hey, you didn't address anything I said. I'm not pro lolicon, and
What are you saying?
if I thought Vaush was, I wouldn't defend him. Can you please have a discussion about this instead of putting me on blast to your 2 million Instagram followers and pedo-jacketing me? You morons!
You're
you
tweeting about
You
it.
started talking about me publicly." And
Oh
like,
my God.
by the way, if I want to put you on blast, an Instagram story is really not what I would consider a blast. This is more like putting you on blast. Yeah.
But you're tweeting about it, so he's replying.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What are you doing? You're a public figure calling out another public figure. You go, no. Like, shut up.
And also, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was going to say, and also, as she keeps mentioning, she's been on the show, so people are going to bring it up, obviously, so you have to acknowledge it. You don't have
Right.
to, but it's good that you did.
I was gonna say that there's like, what was it? You didn't address anything I said. What have you said? You're just saying that Ethan has been doing stuff in bad faith.
Well, here,
That's all you have said.
that's it. And I take things out of context. I'm like, this
But
is
have
so
you
dumb.
watched the segment?
I don't think so. I mean, here's what I responded to her. I said, you said I took clips out of context. The entire conversation revolved around showing the full context of everything so that people couldn't say I took things out of context.
Yeah.
And you still said it. So, like, what are we talking about exactly? I said, remember that you chose to die on Lolly Hill.
Indeed.
Let's do a seance for our fallen comrades. The Communist Party lost some good ones. I don't know. I don't think Keffals is a commie. Vaush is for sure. Tipster, I don't know his political. I don't think he's a commie. Can I hit that again?
You can keep it.
Oh, fuck.
Believes in having a good time.
Half, I'm good.
Dipshit.
As good as I imagine, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep it clean today. Yeah, so there was so much. I said I also offered Vaush to come on the show and explain to me and my audience how what I said was out of context. He declined. Also, what the fuck is pedo-jacketing? Why do you guys have such weird-ass expressions for everything? And how often are you being accused of being a pedo that you need a nickname for it? If the jacket fits, you must not acquit. And then here, this is, again, not a real photograph. Cam sent this. And this is not real. He is not actually wearing this. But is this a pedo jacket? I don't know. Because I mean, this...
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Legitimate
fair
question.
Mhm.
Is there actually, like, some legitimate meaning to pedo-jacketing? It sounds so fucking dumb.
I looked a little bit earlier. I didn't see anything. I mean, I'll look further into it, but I'm not seeing anything.
So
I don't get it at all.
embarrassing.
I don't know if I'm missing something.
You're putting the pedo jacket on them, which is, frankly, analogy I've never heard. Don't put that jacket on me. You guys have made that up. Don't put that jacket on me.
Jacket off.
Somebody on the subreddit said, I'm telling Ethan right now, with all the peace and love, do not debate Vaush. Trust me, there's nothing to be gained. These accusations have been around forever, and this man is not a serious person. Debating him will only give him credibility, even if it's just a small amount. By all means, mock him all you want, but I can promise you this. If you platform this man, he will not come to talk to you in good faith, and he and his fans will not go away quietly. Please, Ethan, do yourself a favor and cut him off. Well, I appreciate your concern, but I was emphatically open to having him on.
Mm-hmm.
It's only fair, I thought. You know, the man should be able to come speak for himself, speak to my audience, speak to me, and defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you don't have to worry because I already invited him on, and he said no. He doesn't trust me to be good faith and not lie about him. This is stuff he told me in DMs. Isn't that the whole point of debate, to directly oppose my position? He responded by inviting me to call into his show, which I immediately accepted, and he changed his mind on that too. Wait, so Ethan accepted being on Vaush's show, and then Vaush said, actually, no, I rescind my original invitation. 1, I offered him to be on our show. He said no because you will lie about me. 2, he then said, you can come on my show if you want to talk about it. He claims I'm only doing this for views and that our live from Friday had huge numbers. In actuality, we had a very typical amount of views. Sorry. Today, it's good. Today, I would say it's above average. 55,000.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a horse cock size of a viewership, dude.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's true, man. The stable be full today, boys. Woo!
It's the hair. We should keep it.
The hay really brings the room together.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad it was worth the hassle. It was so heavy. It was me, Dan, and Zach had to bring it upstairs.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It was only, what was it, $20 for a bale
Really?
of hay?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was quite, how much hay does like a horse eat in a day or a cow? You know? Like what does it cost to feed a farm animal?
Probably a lot.
And how is it they all eat hay?
Right.
Like they all were like, let's just fuck with hay forever.
Well, it's grass.
15 to 20 pounds of hay per day. The average 1,000-pound horse.
And how much you this way, you think?
I don't know. What did you say, guys? Maybe
Just a few days of food with the sound of it. It's a good deal.
I don't know.
fellas!
These boba are chewy.
Fellas.
I immediately accepted, asked him what's the difference. A question he did not answer. He said he won't ever believe that I'm not knowingly lying on purpose, he says. He says, and so, you know, I have the DMs. They're here in the doc if anyone wants to see them. And the reason I say that is because he started responding to me, calling me a snake and a liar and shit. I said, I'm more than happy to share DMs if he's okay. Oh, there's so much. After all the good takes, you had to do this. Condemn lolly porn. We must draw the line somewhere.